In a world of shining heroes and legendary quests, dragons, demons, ancient ruins, those are the battles people dream about. But beneath their feet, in places where torches die and screams can't escape, something else is born. Goblins, not pests, not weaklings, monsters, breeding in the dark, hunting anything that breathes. They don't seek fame or glory, only pain, only dominance. And while the world turns away, thinking they're nothing, one man remembers the night they destroyed his life. He hunts them without mercy, without fear, without end. They call him Goblin Slayer. A young priestess begins her journey with hope in her heart and friends beside her. Their first mission, clear a goblin nest. The cave feels harmless at first, quiet, dusty, small. They laugh, they tease, they shine their torches. They think monsters will fall like practice targets. Then the screams start. Goblins explode from the shadows, crawling on walls like rats with blades. Their eyes shine with hunger. They don't just kill, they take pleasure. The swordsman is cut apart before he understands what happened. The warrior girl is dragged away, begging for help. The mage's body burns with poison as she cries for someone, anyone, to save her. The priestess can barely breathe as fear crushes her. And then, everything stops. Footsteps echo through the cave. Slow, heavy, calculated. A man in dented armor, cloaked in dirt and blood, walks into hell like he has seen it 1,000 times. No name, no emotion, just a flat voice. Are there any survivors? He moves like death with a purpose. Not elegant, not heroic. He crushes skulls with brutal precision. He drags goblins into chokeholds, snaps their necks like rotten sticks. When the priestess collapses in tears, he doesn't comfort her. He only says, "Stand, or you die." This man is called Goblin Slayer, not because he cannot fight greater monsters, but because he refuses to fight anything else. He is a child who once dreamed, a child who wanted to live peacefully with his family. Until one night, goblins came. They didn't just kill. They destroyed everything. They took his sister, her screams echoing beneath the floorboards, and the boy he once was died in that darkness. From the ashes came something new, a promise carved into his bones. No goblin will be left alive. In the guild, adventurers laugh at him. They call him obsessive, insane, a man wasting his life on vermin. They don't see the trembling villagers begging for someone to help them. They don't see children missing, mothers broken, survivors who speak in whispers because no one believes their suffering matters. But Goblin Slayer hears them. He listens. He goes. Every time. The priestess stays with him, not because she approves, but because she has seen what goblins do when the world looks away. She watches him kill, clean his weapons, sleep in armor like a soldier who never left the battlefield. He never smiles. His eyes behind the helmet are hollow, always searching, always prepared. Soon, others join him. An elf who dreams of beauty and freedom, a dwarf who jokes to hide pain, a lizard priest who sees balance in everything. They expect adventure and wonder, but Goblin Slayer only offers one nightmare: goblins. They follow him anyway, and they learn. The goblin nests are not random pits. They are organized tunnels with cages, stolen weapons, and women broken to breed more monsters. The priestess sobs. The elf shakes with rage. Even the dwarf grows silent. Goblin Slayer does not flinch. This is his truth, a truth he has lived since he was small enough to hide under a bed. Goblins adapt. They learn from the people they kill. They steal swords, shields, spells. They become champions, shamans, and lords. And one day, they emerge not from a cave, but from the fields of Goblin Slayer's past, the farm where his childhood friend lives, the last warm memory he has left. Tracks surround her home like claws scratching his heart. A goblin lord leads an army, not with hunger, but ambition. It wants to breed an empire. It wants to destroy everything. Goblin Slayer walks into the guild hall full of people who never listen to him. And for the first time, his voice breaks. Not angry, not loud, honest. "I need help." The laughter stops. Every adventurer sees the fear in his eyes, the fear of a man who has lost everything once and refuses to lose again. They gather their blades, their spells, their courage. They choose to fight. Night falls. The farm becomes a war. Waves of goblins charge like wild animals. Arrows tear through them. Spells scorch their bodies. Shields splinter. Warriors scream. People fall. People bleed. But this time, they don't face the darkness alone. Goblin Slayer stands in the center, covered in mud and blood, directing strategy like a general who has prepared for this moment every day of his life. Then comes the Goblin Lord, tall, armored, intelligent, almost human. It begs to live. It promises to leave, to find someone else. It thinks surviving is enough. But Goblin Slayer doesn't kill for revenge anymore. He kills because he knows that if the monster lives, someone weaker will die. The duel is desperate. The Lord crushes him, shatters his bones, drives him into the soil. Goblin Slayer bleeds from every part of his body, crawling, trembling, but he gets back up. Not because he is strong, but because he remembers his sister's hand slipping away in that darkness. He remembers the boy who couldn't save her. He roars, not for glory, but for pain that never healed. And he kills the Goblin Lord. The battle ends. The farm survives. People cry. Not because a hero saved them, but because a broken man refused to fail. The priestess asks to see his face. He lifts his helmet, just enough. There is no legend beneath the steel, only scars, exhaustion, and a human heart still beating. The world returns to normal. Adventurers celebrate. The guild laughs. But beneath the soil, deep in tunnels, new goblins wait to be born. And somewhere, sharpening his sword alone, a man who has seen hell walks toward the darkness once more. Because if someone must face the nightmares everyone ignores, it will always be him.